Welcome back to another episode of The Williams Pulse. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Bill, bringing you the latest on all things WBU.
This week we have a guest who is fast. She actually got here before we hit record. Alyssa Russel has been smashing school records since the moment she laced up her spikes. If there's a hurdle in her way, it's basically just a suggestion because she flies right over it. Not only is she an absolute beast on the track, she's also a kind teammate who makes everyone around her better. Whether that's through encouragement or just making them chase her in practice. Welcome, Alyssa Russel.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here today.
Do you really call your cleats spikes?
Yeah.
Like in Europe they call them boots, in America they call them cleats, and then here you call them spikes.
Yeah, we call them spikes.
When did that start?
Back in the day, I'm assuming. I don't know. I've always called them spikes. I didn't know, I've never called them cleats.
No. Yeah. Like in softball you call them cleats, but in track you call them spikes.
So it's a track thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But is it basically like a cleat?
Yeah, the spikes are a lot different from the cleats unless you get metal ones.
Would you bleed if somebody stepped on you with one of them?
Yes. I've cut myself several times from them.
I feel like when I was doing Pee Wee baseball, they were basically plastic cleats.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure how they helped at all, other than you were standing an extra inch above the ground.
When I played softball, my softball cleats, when I was in junior high and everything, they were plastic or rubber. I don't really know. Yeah. But then when I got in high school, I got metal cleats. And one time I went to scratch my leg with my foot and I ripped my sock and I bled because they were metal.
Yeah.
Metal and sharp? I just assumed they were metal, the front tooth, just,
No,
they can bite into the ground when you put a lot of pressure, pounds on top of it, but it's not going to
They'll bite your leg.
Well, I learned something, so thank you both. Hey, you guys want to get into the news?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Well, welcome back from spring break, everybody. Tomorrow, Monday, we have men's open dorm from 7 to 10 p.m. And then we have women's open dorm on Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m.
Now for the athletics for this week. On Tuesday, we have baseball here at home versus Blue Mountain Christian at 12 p.m. Alyssa, can you tell us what's happening Friday?
There's a baseball game. We're against Mission at home. It starts at 12 p.m. and 2. So everyone come out and watch us win the game.
Yay.
If you can't catch one header, catch the double header.
Exactly.
That's baseball talk.
Now let's get into the hot take. Hot take. Alyssa, can you read the hot take for this week?
No one should have over 20 unread emails. If you do, you're not too busy to respond. You're just really lazy.
I guarantee you a college student wrote that.
Probably. I think we should all look right now and see how many unread emails we have.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm going right now.
In my bill.jeffrey11@gmail, I have 25,072 unread emails.
I have 4 on my school one, and then let's see.
On my school one, 3,660.
All
unread from Stan Norman, whoever that is.
I have 15,566 unread.
on your school email or your personal?
Just my personal.
On my personal email, I only have 5 unread, but on my school email,
don't say 20.
It's 99 plus. I don't know how to see.
You might have to be on a computer to see your school one.
Yeah, probably.
Or desktop. Yeah, I just don't think it's realistic to expect people to check their email, especially if you had an email for a long time.
Yeah.
It's you're going to get stuff that you're not ready to delete or not ready to look at, or you go on vacation for a week and you shouldn't be checking your email, and you come back and there's 300, and before you know it, there's 25,000. Happens all the time.
Very common. I think that people can't expect me, when I read an email, I have to go in and focus. I have to lock in because emails are formal, and I have to make sure I sound smart and proper. If it was a text message, I'd be like, okay, or I just like it or something. Yeah. But an email, I feel like I have to be formal, so I have to take the time to read it.
Yeah, whenever something important happens, it comes through email, right? Mm-hmm. When Instagram's like, hey, we're updating our policies, what do? They send you an email. They don't put a post about it. They don't call you. They don't send you real mail. Email's very official. But I like to go back and search for stuff. Yeah. And when people are like, hey, can you resend me that email you sent me 2 days ago? I'm like, what did you do with it? Why would you delete it? I guess I just don't have that. I'm not wired that way to delete stuff.
I know.
I'm a hoarder.
Me and Bill were talking about this, but like the subject line, he always makes me like put the subject line as something like important. So if he does need to go back and find it, he can just search that.
Yes.
So that I mean, that makes sense. It makes it easier. But I am an email deleter.
Yeah.
I delete everything.
Alyssa, what's your take on this?
I don't know. Just like if you have too many emails, I guess go through them if you don't want to.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever received an important email?
No.
Really?
What about when you got
We
into
sent
Williams?
you an acceptance email and that doesn't even qualify?
Oh, yeah, that
Wow.
one.
We were testing you and you failed.
You failed.
Wow. Where's your school spirit at?
Exactly.
Go Eagles.
So much enthusiasm.
That's the billboard ad right there. Her face, go Eagles. And there's the tone.
And no capital letters, please. Please.
No capping. That means no lying, right?
Yes.
Okay. I had to look that up the other day. Isn't that crazy? All right. Well, what a hot take we had.
Now for our college hack, which says the people you meet in college is just as important, if not more, than any GPA. Take time to network with classmates, professors, and any guests the school brings.
College hack.
Alyssa, what do you think about that?
Sounds very important.
You're a freshman?
Yes.
Yeah. And Natalie, you are too.
Yes, I am.
Is it easy to network when you're a freshman?
I think for me it is. I'm a social butterfly, so I don't necessarily just go up to people, but I'll say hi to just about anyone. And like anytime we have like a chapel speaker and they're like in the caf, I'll always stop and like talk to them for a second. So I think for me it's easy, but for people who have a little more like social anxiety or a little not very sociable, then I could see how that would be difficult. But for me, it's definitely not. What about for you, Alyssa?
No, I feel like I'm a very open person. Like, I'm going to talk to anyone.
What are you majoring in?
Health and physical education.
Okay. So if we bring in a health and physical education person to speak at chapel, there's your network.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I will say that you never know who you're going to meet. And when like your personality and your skill sets align, because you can have a degree in anything and get a job anywhere.
Yeah.
In completely unrelated fields. So yeah, knowing the right people and having like learning the skill sets of being social and how to learn and critical thinking, that's a huge part of your education. And your GPA does not always reflect how smart you are.
Yeah.
Like you may be a C student at Williams and then you get into grad school and you might find that you're an A student, and it's because Williams is actually pretty tough educationally.
I know like a lot of people talk about like the test, like the standardized state test or whatever, and like how a lot of kids will be like so successful in high school and have like A's and everything, and then when they get in that test room, it's like, where did all that go?
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's hard to tell someone's academic level unless you like fully sit down and talk to them, and like I feel like tests and stuff like that doesn't necessarily show at all.
Agreed.
I think networking for me, though, in a sense, is I never know when I'm going to need someone. Like Kinsman, if I need someone to fix my car, thank goodness I'm friends with him.
Hey, no, we do not talk about that for people to hear and get the idea that they can use him.
Yeah, that's That's private.
He will be way busier and I'll have time to fix my car when I need him to. So, wow. Do not forget to cut that out.
I will.
Let's move into the interview.
Let's do it.
Alyssa.
Yes.
For $100, what got you into track and hurdles in the first place? And then, like, did you always love it, or was there a time when you thought, yeah, running full speed at barrier seems like a bad idea?
Well, what got me to run track is, so like the coaches like asked me because they knew I was pretty fast, and I was like, sure, I'll try it. And so when I like got in 7th grade, I was ready for it, and I was like, and I jumped at like hurdles one day, and I was really good at it, and now I'm doing it.
How tall are hurdles?
So senior high girls in high school is the same in college women's. It's 33 inch.
I don't have a 33-inch vertical.
Yeah, but my track coach, he got fired my 8th grade year, so we had it replaced with Natalie's uncle.
No way.
Yeah.
Coach Claude.
Coach Collier, yeah.
So what happens if you don't clear it?
Either you run through it or you just fall over.
How many times have you, like, ate it?
At least 10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you bleed? Do you get, like, road rash?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yes.
Is the turf soft?
No, it hurts. It's like concrete, but like...
Is there, like, loose gravel sitting on top of it times, too?
Yeah.
That stinks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my junior high district meet a few years ago, I was in first place in the 300 hurdles, and then I wiped out. And so, yeah.
So then what place did you get?
Last.
Going from first to last, that sucks. Who would you say you were talking about? We talk about my Uncle Collier all the time. So would you say he's one of your biggest inspirations when it comes to track?
Yes, actually. He has been by my side since he got to Piggott, and I just feel like he's pushed me mentally and physically, and I'm thankful for him.
You're from Piggott?
Yes.
Have you been to Pumpkin Hollow?
Yeah.
Is that like a big deal for the locals, or
Yes.
y'all get annoyed by all the tourists who come?
No, they like having all the like people from all the country just come over, and especially from St. Francis is a really small town.
Yeah.
In Arkansas.
When does that begin and end?
So it begins in like September, and then it ends in like the end of like during November.
Okay.
Which they used to do like Christmas in the Hollow, but they stopped doing that this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was this their first year not doing it?
Yeah.
Too many people get hurt?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I
How
think
you
just
get
having
hurt.
like all the like Pumpkin Hollow like first
Yeah.
just stresses them all out because they're like
Well,
I
I mean,
can't imagine.
I know Pumpkin Hall. They do during the day. It's like the family,
yes.
like pumpkin patch and everything, and then at night it's the haunted houses and all the scary stuff.
See,
so that's a lot.
I hate that kind of stuff.
No,
I
it's
do
so
too.
much- it's so
I
much
don't
fun.
do it. Do you go every year?
Yeah, Natalie, I was gonna take you last year.
I'm terrified. Oh, my gosh.
yeah.
I'm
I mean, if a guy with a chainsaw is coming after me, I'm just going to open fire. Like, even if I know there's no chain on it, I'm just scared to death of being killed by a chainsaw in a mask.
I had some friends. So apparently in the haunted houses, they have like exit earlies if you're like scared.
Oh,
And so
that's a thing.
yeah, my friends were going through it, and they said one of the kids, like, she got terrified,
Yeah.
and she exited, and then none of the rest of the group knew where she went, and so they turned and they asked the guy with the chainsaw. They're like, "Hey, where'd our friend go?" He's like, "She went that way," and then they just left. So he broke character, and he was like,
Yeah,
"She
the
just threw
illusion's
that
over.
door." It's like at that point when you're asking the scares questions, like
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
I think it's quite funny.
Well, you've broken some records recently.
Yes, actually, I've broken the 60-meter hurdles, the 400-meter hurdles, and I guess that's it right now.
Who did you steal them from?
I'm
You
not
don't
sure.
even know their name.
No.
Wow.
but the last time someone broke the 400 was in 2022. So
Oh wow! So it's not. It hasn't been that long.
No.
So when you're breaking those records, what keeps you motivated to push further than what you already are?
just think in my head, just keep going.
Yeah. What kind of training do you do on your own besides like practices y'all have? Like, how do you prepare?
I first warm up my legs, and then I just take a few laps around the track, and then get my hurdles out and set them up and just practice.
Do you have hurdles at home?
At the track they do.
Yeah.
My old track coaches that are there at Piggott still, they let me use hurdles in the summertime, so I get to practice.
Oh wow, that's handy.
Do you have like a recovery season or month or week or day?
Mostly a lot of days. But now that track is back, I'm all in, and so I'm practicing 24/7.
That's
Gotcha.
good.
Gotcha. I know like in cycling, if you train consistently year round and you don't take any breaks, you will develop your fatigue level will be too much, and so when it comes to race season, you might be done riding beforehand. So I don't know if you had any months where you're like, you know what, I gotta run easy or I will be cooked.
Well, last summer, the track coach at Williams, he told us to run 30 miles because I was gonna do cross country, see if it'd help me a little bit. Well, I was not prepared for that because I am not a distance runner. I'm a sprinter and all that, and so it changed my life during that time. And then we started indoor, which was my first season indoor because we didn't have that at high school at Piggott, so it was it was different from outdoor.
Mm-hmm. Do you like running indoor or outdoor better?
Outdoor just because it's more, there's air out there and it's not hot. And no, it just, at our meet in Illinois the other day, it was just so many people in there. And when we had our first outdoor meet, it felt so much better. Just not cram packed and everything.
Yeah,
so,
that sounds 10 times better.
Well, if you could give a piece of advice to young athletes chasing their goals, what would it be?
Just enjoy it while you have it because it ends. Like some kids may go to college, but some kids may not have the opportunity. So like enjoy it in high school because it ends real fast.
Yeah. I feel like I noticed that with some of my sports, like even like besides sports, like everything, just take time to like take it all in sometimes because we live at the speed of life and it's just constantly going and going and going. And sometimes we just need to take a second, breathe and look around us because it'll be on here in a little bit.
Because I feel like just my freshman year of college has just flown by.
Yeah.
And like, and then like just having 3 more years of this is just crazy.
Well, it'll be over before you know it.
Hopefully. No, I'm kidding.
And then we'll be old.
I remember being in a junior here, and I was in like a couple of classes that were just kicking my butt. And I remember thinking one night, okay, no matter what happens in life, I'm never going to miss this because this is so stinking hard. But I do miss it sometimes. But yeah, it is fun to grow up to.
I think during college, I won't miss the classes, but I will miss the people for sure. Yeah. I mean, but the classes aren't something I'm going to look back and be like, wow, I really miss microeconomics.
Yeah.
I'm
It'd be so
actually
fun to have a
enjoying
test today.
speech.
You like
Miss,
speech?
Yeah, with Miss Melinda.
Oh.
She's so fun.
What are your speeches over?
Well, we have like a persuasion now, so mine's like over like how like sports can affect like classrooms and everything. So
No, they can't. Hot take. I'm just kidding.
hot take. I disagree.
When I was in high school, I did speech class, and I did the history or whatever informative speech over the history of toilet paper, and it was really fascinating. And one of my buddies did on his how-to speech. He did how to fail a speech, and it lasted like 15 minutes. And he went way over time. He didn't bring any props. He propped his feet up on the table as a joke. It was really speech class can be really enlightening. Oh, and when I was here, I did mine. I'm talking way too much. My persuasive speech over how global warming is not real. And the guy right before me talked about how global warming is real.
Oh, that would have been awkward.
That. Oh, it was so awkward.
We did one speech one time, and it was supposed to be like you pick a product and like make a speech over it and like present it. Well, I made up a fake product, and I used I think it was a pen, and then it'll do your homework for you. And then I had to make a speech over that, and I got an A, so obviously it was good.
What's ironic is was that right before ChatGPT came out?
Probably. That was my junior year in high school. I did not know ChatGPT was a thing until like after I graduated.
Yeah. Whenever like I found out about it, I just was not surprised with our like generation now. But
yeah, I think it's weird like how people just use that
just for everything.
I know that. Like, do we want AI to take over? Come on, I want my job.
Well, in Terminator 2029, that was the year.
Oh, he is right.
And they say that in 1 year, the one of the platforms will be smarter than the smartest human alive, and that by 5 years, one platform will be smarter than all of humanity combined.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah,
I wish they would just like take it away, just because like it's not gonna help you in life when you're.
Yeah, when you're trying
like
to
in an interview or something like that.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think of the Back to the Future movie where, what year did they go to? Was it 2020?
I've not seen those movies, and I know that's really weird.
Yeah, because you're
that's like the only movies I haven't
genius,
seen.
But I think they go to 20, or maybe they go to 2011, something like that, and they think we're gonna have like flying cars and like all these robots and everything, and we're just now like getting that stuff. So, actually, we're not getting a flying car. I don't think we're gonna get that soon, but.
I think China has one. That's
like one.
Well, one they're developing, and it's pretty promising.
Maybe I want to fly. I love flying.
I know.
Well,
it hurts my stomach.
Flying?
Yeah, like in an airplane when we take off and land.
I've only been on an airplane once,
and
it was when I went to twice, I guess, flying back. But when I first, I could not hear for 2 days after. Like my ears were so like congested pretty much. It was horrible. And I was like, but I learned a trick. This is our college hack. If you fly, then you hold your nose and like blow through
like
your nose.
Your ears.
And it hurts. I can't even lie, but my ears were cleared. Well, thank you so much, Alyssa, for coming on. This has been really fun, and good luck with the rest of your track season. We hope to see more records broken.
I plan to break one Thursday.
Okay, well, I'm excited.
You mean last Thursday? Like
Thursday.
Like this okay. This is coming out after spring break.
If you don't break it, then everyone's going to be like,
What happened?
what happened?
No, I plan to break it.
You've got it.
We believe in you.
Thanks.
Just don't trip.
Okay.
No matter what, don't trip. Are you allowed to say that, or is that like saying Macbeth in theater, like it brings bad vibes?
I don't think about bad stuff because then I know it's gonna happen.
So you just have to like not think about it.
No.
It'll be fine.
This has been
and will continue to be
the Williams Pulse.